All right, day 3 of uploading highlight clips from Ron Toys and Monica Realis depositions. If you missed the previous videos, you probably want to check those out. Some great moments there. Some very important moments that are crucial to the case. Others that are, while still important, are more comedic and just downright hilarious. And in this video, we're going back to the more serious approach. Yesterday's was the opposite. A little bit of comedic, but also relevant discourse during the deposition. This video is going to be mostly just tough questions. Monica received some very intense questioning, as we saw the other night. And in this video, we're going to watch those highlight moments. So it's going to be a little bit different than the last two, where we had specific points of contention that we wanted to focus on and discuss. This one's going to be just like 3 to 4 minutes of intense questioning. I probably won't pause it very much. Well, you know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll watch the full thing together, and I will provide minimal commentary, and then we'll go watch it again, and I'll provide some more commentary with some more pausing and all that. So that's the plan for this video. And of course, if you want the full depositions or transcripts, you can get those at Kiwi Farms. And of course, the deposition videos are on Rekieta Law's channel. So there you go. If you want the full things, I'm doing my best providing highlights, but I definitely miss some things. You know, you're talking about hours of deposition footage. And while I'm watching the depositions myself and trying to clip what I find are standout moments, it's still time consuming to make a video on everything. So if you want the full content, you know where to find it. But hopefully you're also enjoying my highlight moments here. And if you are, don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button as well. It helps out. And with that said, let's get started. Okay, we'll get started here in just a moment. Welcome back. Before we do, though, let me mention, I thought this was a 3 to 4 minute clip. It's actually a 5.5 minute clip. But because this is a longer clip than I thought, and I don't want to drag this video on, like, to be redundant, I'll probably pause it and comment throughout this one, and we'll only do one viewing. But let's get started. Here we go.
What number are we on?
33.
Okay. I have marked this as Exhibit 33. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, is this all together?
Yes, sir.
All right.
On the first page of this document, what does that appear to be?
Here we go.
One of my tweets.
Okay. And what is the date on that tweet?
February 19th, 2019.
Okay. Is there a time on that?
5:15 p.m.
Okay. And is this the tweet, or does this appear, is this your tweet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is this the tweet where you told your story?
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me.
Okay. And does that, there's a screenshot there, but do the following pages appear to be the actual narrative of your story that you can read?
Just check it real quick and make sure.
Keep in mind, it's like 4 minutes left. It's going to get tougher and tougher. Pretty interesting one. Although I didn't remember this much dead air, to be honest.
This appears to be it.
Okay. And that's the entire narrative. It appears to be the entire narrative of your story. Appears to be.
It appears to be. It's
Okay.
hard to say.
Okay.
I can't really read the text in the small picture.
And I have a question for you, and I hope this does not seem to be insensitive.
Oh, here we go.
But why did you wait for 11, 12 years before telling the story to anyone?
Objection 4.
Like I said, dealing with the emotional turmoil, I compartmentalized it. I think that's the term.
You hear Nick in the back.
Compartmentalized it, pushed it
Oh,
away
yeah.
so that it wasn't in the forefront of my brain. It wasn't until I got a text message from the twins saying, hey, you know, we need to talk to you about something. But I think the best thing for us to do is just send you something. So they emailed me their story.
Okay.
So there was an allegation that Vic had made advances towards these twins. It's a weird story, and I believe the twins are the ones, if you watch the other deposition footage, where people referred to as like Miss Yellow and Miss Pink, or I forget the exact colors, but those are the twins being referred to in this clip.
And that's when I started to speak up.
Okay. Did you?
So, you know, just to clarify, she's alleging that she waited all these years because she put it in the back of her mind, was kind of trying to, I'm not trying to put words in her mouth, this is just my take on what she said. She was trying to basically ignore it or forget that it happened, and then when the twins came forward with their allegations privately in the email, she decided to voice her opinion. Now, again, I'm not putting words in Monica's mouth. This is not what she said. This is my take on what she said. It's just my opinion on what she's getting at, but you'll have to make your own opinion on what she's getting at, too.
Did you produce that email to your attorney?
No, because it didn't.
No. Now, I know I'm pausing it again really quick, and that's annoying to some people, but this is a very important moment, as you probably know already. But, yeah, that seems like the kind of email that would be highly important, right? An email that convinces you to come forward with a story accusing a man of such things. But you don't provide that one to your attorney in the middle of this litigation. Seems odd, but hey, I'm not an attorney. What do I know?
Mention Vic. It just said we need to talk to you.
Oh.
And here-
Okay, that's interesting.
So now we do actually get the opinion of an attorney. Here's Nick Rekieta. Take the floor, Nick.
I don't know if it says mentioning Vic. I think it's concerning Vic, but either way, didn't want to produce that email. Man, I wonder what they told her.
Yeah, me too.
Wonder when that was.
It's kind of weird hearing Nick's voice without seeing him, to be honest, because there's like
They
downtime.
need a lawsuit? That'd be
Ooh.
interesting.
Okay.
So I know Nick's audio was a little bit lower. If you didn't hear it, he was saying, do they need a lawsuit? That would be interesting. So,
And with regard to the twins, did they live with you and Ron?
Yes.
Oops.
Lived with us for about a year, and then for a couple of months. In our
Why?
garage apartment, I should say. Not.
Nick's like, why? I mean, it's a weird scenario, guys. It's a little weird. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's finish this clip.
In our house.
What was the time frame for that?
Oh, I don't recall.
Was
A
it
couple years ago.
like 2017?
It was while we've been in our house for 3 years, so somewhere in that time
2016 to
2016, 2017 maybe.
Were they? So they weren't living with you in January of this year.
No, ma'am.
Okay. And during that time frame that they lived with you, how often would you see them?
It depended on how busy I was and how much I was in town, but once a week at least.
Okay. And during this time frame, strike that. Did they confide in you?
About
Just about
Anything?
general things, like things going on in their lives or boyfriends?
So this is an interesting line of questioning here. I guess, again, I'm not an attorney. I don't know. But it seems like she's implying that if they came forward with something serious about Vic, they probably would have, discussed other serious, aka serious or private matters, not aka, with her. So let's see. Let's finish the line of questioning though and see where they're getting at.
Objection form.
Ooh, there's an objection to form though. Okay.
to an extent, but not really. They were pretty guarded in a lot of ways.
Okay. And so they never said anything to you about their alleged incident with Vic until right around the time the movie was getting ready to premiere?
Almost like a play for publicity or something. I don't know.
I know that anytime we mentioned Vic, they would bristle and kind of look at each other, and they would just say, you know, we've had a bad experience, but they never elaborated on that.
Mm-hmm. Sure they did.
That's pretty much the end of the clip. We got like 5 seconds left.
And you never pressed them to find out?
No, that would have been rude.
It would have been rude. Would have been rude to ask your friends why they are so bothered by this name, right? You have two friends that are close enough that you live with them, and you mention someone's name. And what do they do when you mention their name? What do they do when you mention their name? They quiver away, or whatever Monica said. Again, I'm not putting words into her mouth. It's just my take on it. I just picture them in my mind. Like, Monica says, oh, so about Vic in the movie, or whatever they bring up, right? And then the twins are just like, or cringing or something. You think you might be curious as to why they're doing that. Now, especially, right, given that Monica said that she had bad experience with Vic before too. So it's interesting, the timing, like they said, waiting around Dragon Ball Super and all that. Plus, they allege that Vic has like done horrible things to a number of women, right? Now, again, I'm not talking about anyone in particular when I'm saying they allege that. I'm talking about Kick Vic as a whole. Some members of Kick Vic allege that Vic has gone after and, like, you know, done bad things to a number of women. And some of those people will provide a number of 20, 50, 100 plus women. So you would think, especially knowing that, right, that when Monica would see her two close friends, I assume they're close if they're living together. I don't know, though. Just an assumption. I think it's a reasonable one, but I don't know. You would assume that when you have a history of allegations against someone and two of your close friends are not liking that topic when he's brought up, that you might be interested in hearing what they have to say, but you don't want to be rude, right? Except when it's convenient. Gonna be wrapping this one up now, though. Shouts out for the last video. Hilarious. Monica Rial is best girl. Another really good highlight. If you haven't seen that one, I advise you to watch it. It's not like this one where it's more serious. It's just so funny. It's so meme-worthy. Check it out if you haven't. Shouts out to Brandon Mayo, Trend Dragonheart, Random Fandom, LSSJ Victoria, Omni the God Dream, Blasian Domo at Crunchyroll Expo, Troz Girl, Enigma, Drunken Bird Cosplay, Carvasu, Drac Caprico, Intimidator 108, and Paragon Lason of Ampguard in last place again. There you go, buddy. You got your spot back. You know, I'm just teasing. Yeah, that's it for this one, though, my friends. If you want to join the Discord, link in the description. Now with over 3,600 members. Also, if you want to support the channel more directly, Patreon link in the description, too. And I got to give a big shout out to the patrons. We've had a good amount of support, especially recently from new patrons. Thank you guys so much for that. Thank you for supporting the content. And that's it for this one. I'll catch you next time.